And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Buffalo's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm in.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Ray. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UMass's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up? And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Hood. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On the move, he fires. Grabbed over the middle, it's Warren. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's second and long. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the option. He'll toss it. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Touchdown, UMass! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their... There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UMass! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He'll do it himself. Makes 1 minute. Oh, another great move. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quick strike complete. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking for space, it's Ray. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bulls will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Trying play action. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Hairston. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Looking to get it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. The play action fake. Got a man, it's Houston. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It is good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pulls it in, it's Ray. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's going to take off. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. The give to the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. UMass will line up to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Plows through, just dismissing tackles. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Off-play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Ray. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Caught in the backfield. It's Hood. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to...
Oh, a lot of space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
No secret sauce. Tricking people, third down. And I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Baker. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. The Bulls will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hairston. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. It's good, easy call for the refs. And they've regained the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Richards. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A big 3rd down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We play on, first down here in the 2nd overtime period. He'll pull it on the read, fighting off the defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime! My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.